Hello, all my alloys out there. I'm Fixing Alloy 1 here. Welcome to our second ever movie review. Now, this one's going to be a bit longer than the last one, because I had only rented Ghostbusters, so I only got to watch it a couple times. But I bought Sausage Party, and I've watched the shit out of that movie. It was fucking awesome. Now, from the get-go, when I knew Sausage Party was coming out, I knew I'd want to see it. Because it's Seth Rogen. He hasn't made a lot of bad movies. I can remember one. The one he did with Adam Sandler fucking sucked. But that's really the only one I can think of. Everything else, Pineapple Express, Superbad, they were all fucking awesome. So when I found out he was making a cartoon for fucking adult losers like me, who fucking loved cartoons, and yes, I do still watch cartoons. Not just because I have a kid, but because cartoons are awesome. I knew I had to see it. But, wow. Definitely not a cartoon you want to let your kids watch. Now, if you guys haven't seen it yet, this is a spoiler warning now. So if you haven't seen it yet, pause the video, put it on your favorites list, come back and watch it later, because we're about to dive into this shit hardcore. Now, the whole premise of the movie is about a bunch of food living in a supermarket. And they believe that the humans who come in and buy the food are gods, and they're taking them to a place they call the Great Beyond, which is outside the store, where they're going to be blessed and yada yada yada. Now, of course, that's not the case. We already know that because we're peoples. We're the gods. We eat food. But the food doesn't know that. So they have like this whole fucking montage song they sing in the beginning of the store opening. They fucking praise the gods and talk about everything. Well, the movie gets right off the fucking rip. Like, right from the get-go, they show that the food is living in a false paradise. Honey Mustard gets taken out to the Great Beyond, and he's all like, oh yeah, fuck you guys, I'm going to the Great Beyond. Well, then he comes back, not even 5 minutes later, he gets returned for regular Mustard, and he's like all fucked up, like, don't fucking touch me! Get the fuck back, ketchup! And that's when he's like, this can't happen. So, then we meet our film's protagonist, which is Frank, of course, the sausage, and, oh, now all of a sudden I can't remember the fucking bun's name. But, of course, the sausage and buns, their whole fucking premise is they want to fuck. And that makes sense, because it's a giant fucking wiener sliding up into a fucking bun. Of course they want to fuck. This is like symbolic, it's like the most symbolic food there is to sex. So that made sense to me, and I liked it. It was pretty funny. They played it off pretty good. But Frank and his destined to be with Bun, the one that he fell in love with, they get chosen together. But unfortunately for them, Honey Mustard ends up in the cartoon, and he's not fucking having this shit. So Honey Mustard's trying to fucking tell everyone what's going on. No one wants to listen, so he decides he's not going to fucking go through that shit again. He wants to kill himself. Now, he hasn't quite explained to everyone what's going on. All he was, literally the way he referred to it is, the gods are jacking off in our eyes. There is so much cum in our eyes, we cannot see it. We are blinded by the cum in our eyes from the gods. Pretty good fucking way to put out that, you know, shit's not going right. Of course, no one actually knows. I'm sorry, guys. I should have fucking muted that first. Do not disturb. Do not disturb. That's better. We won't have any more interruptions. I mean, now, granted, if somebody told me that the gods were jacking off in our eyes, I'm going to take a second to fucking listen to this guy and take him seriously, especially if he's about to kill himself after saying that he just had somebody jack off in his eyes. It's bad enough you got cum in your eyes, now you're going to kill yourself. This is some serious shit. Well, Frank tries to save him. And in the process, a couple other things get knocked out the grocery cart, including the main antagonist, which is a fucking douche. Which, really, if it's a fucking movie set in a grocery store, wouldn't you want your antagonist to be a douche? And he plays the douche well. Like, the fucking douche was a douche. Who to fucking fuck it? So, they get knocked out the shopping cart, and everyone else gets the Great Beyond. So, now the movie's following Frank, a bagel, some fucking... And I really don't want to sound like a fucking racist, but even the movie was pointing out no one knows what the fuck he is. It was like a little flat tortilla thing that I guess Muslims eat it. Because he kept talking about when he gets the Great Beyond, he gets 97 bottles of virgin olive oil. What? Even I would want that many bottles of virgin olive oil, and I don't even use that shit with cooking. I would just like bathe myself in it. Oh, that didn't look fucking gay. Anyway. So, now Frank was the only person who heard everything Honey Mustard said and took it seriously, so Honey Mustard told him, find Firewater. He'll tell you the whole story. He'll tell you what's really going on. Of course, Firewater's a bottle of whiskey, and he's Native American. He hangs out with Grits, who's a black guy, and Twinkie, who's their butt buddy? I don't know any other way to put it, being as they make several references. Firewater makes several references to fuck a guy high, and every time he does, Twink's like, I've been there. So Frank finds Firewater and learns the story that him, Firewater, the Grits, and the Twinkie all made up the song and the story of the Great Beyond, because back in the day, everyone knew what was happening. You were going to go get eaten, brutally, viciously cooked, cut, killed, murdered in the worst possible fucking ways. And like I said, we already knew that, but he said they made up the story because there's no point of sitting around waiting for your death. He wanted to give them hope. Well, obviously the hope doesn't work very well. Frank doesn't agree with it. And while the whole time Frank's trying to figure out the proof to show the other people, all the other food, what's going on, you got all his buddies who went into the Great Beyond. Only the little fucking deformed sausage from the original group actually survived, but he ended up meeting up with this fucking drug addict junkie. We'll just say the Alloy of the cartoon world, because, I mean, come on, let's just be honest. We all know what I'm doing. I'm not blowing fucking air in my fish tank. I'm not going to say what I'm doing because there's probably kids still watching. And in fact, if there are kids still watching, do not fucking tell your parents what you find out on my channel. So they come across the Alloy of the Sausage World Party, and the Sausage Party World, and he shoots up some bath salts. Just pause right there for a second. I don't fucking do bath salts, okay? I smoke weed. But because of the bath salts, he's able to break the fourth wall, is the way they put it, and he can see the food moving around. So the food tries to convince him to take him back, and he passes out, of course, wakes up, he's sober, he can't see the food, but they manage to kill him, which becomes important later on in the movie. So, in the process of all that, Frank ends up leaving everyone else because no one else wants to go and find the proof. They want to get back to their shelf so they can be chosen and taken to the Great Beyond. So Frank manages to get to the Dark Isle beyond the frozen food section. And the Dark Isle, as it's called in the movie, is nothing but cooking utensils and cookbooks and knives and all sorts of scary shit you don't want to see if you're a walking, talking fucking sausage or hamburger or whatever the fuck food's in there. You don't want to fucking know that, especially if you think the gods are there to save you. So Frank takes fucking some pages out the food cookbook, tries to show everyone they don't want to believe him. Well, then comes the little fucking sausage that could. The little tiny deformed squished up sausage. He's like maybe that tall. Compared to the other sausages that tall, he's that tall. Well, he shows up and he's like, hey, guess what? The gods can die. And he fucking has his head and he's like fucking moving them out. It was pretty fucking funny. I'd probably not get too into the details, just to give you guys a brief summary of the movie. And so they fucking cook up some bath salts and put them on fucking toothpicks and they shoot all the people in the fucking store so that they have a better chance of fighting them. Well, in the end, they kill all the gods, the people in the grocery store, and I can't make this up. They have a giant fucking food orgy. I'm talking about tacos eating the fucking hamburger bun while fucking sausage and fucking tortilla guy and bagel are jacking off. Tortilla guy and bagel start fucking. The bagel even fucking stretches out the tortilla's nuts and it's like all up in that shit. So that was like the basics for Sausage Party. That was like that basis fucking rundown for the movie. So let's just talk now. Let's just sit here and try to figure out, okay, so is it worth the time? Now, as for a comedy, once again, Seth Rogen doesn't make too many bad movies. That one with Adam Sandler sucked, but everything else is pretty fucking good. Sausage Party is now my favorite Seth Rogen movie. Most movies, when they get the fucking toilet humor going, like talking about jacking off in people's eyes and shit like that, it's too overplayed. Sausage Party, though, has like the perfect fucking balance for it. It's not too much toilet humor, but it's enough fucking toilet humor for us adult fucking stoners who still watch cartoons to be fucking into it. Now, everything about the movie fucking was great until the fucking end. And why is it whenever you watch a good movie, they gotta fuck up the ending? Okay, first of all, who the fuck doesn't know who Seth Rogen is? Raise your fucking hands if you don't know who Seth Rogen is. And if you don't, meet me in the comments and I'll fucking point you to some good movies. But at the end of the movie, like I said, everyone knows who Seth Rogen is. At the end of the movie, he meets up with Firewater. He's like, it's even bigger than we thought. It's not just the gods. We are living in something called a cartoon. And then they start portraying who played what characters. It's like Seth Rogen, the Jew, plays the sausage. He's like, oh, I'm fucking Jewish. And fucking Edward Norton was the bagel. But they gotta they're taking the time to actually show their faces in the fire. The fucking Firewater's throwing pepper in the fire to like poof it up. Because remember, he's like a Native American. And it was like visions of who they really are. So they decide they make a fucking portal and they're gonna go through the portal and into the real world. Now, on the one hand, that would be fucking cool as fuck for Sausage Party too. Like the food's running around and like a live action movie. I would watch that just because Sausage Party was a good fucking movie. On the other hand, though, it's like, Who doesn't know who Seth Rogen is? We know who made this movie. He's the main character. His fucking name is like the first one to pop up in the opening credits. We know Seth Rogen made this movie. We've been hearing about it forever. Honestly, if you haven't heard about Sausage Party, you have to be like fucking living underneath a rock or something, because they've been advertising this movie for like a while now to get ready for it. So, great fucking movie. The ending really was just there to inflate the fucking actors' heads. And I've never been a fan of that. Don't fucking sit there and tell me how great the fucking actors who made this movie are. I already know, that's why I'm watching. I don't need the reminder that these motherfuckers are funny and great. But with all that bullshit aside, I'm trying to do a scale rating of 1 to 10 for all the movies we review. And I'm thinking Sausage Party, with the awesome fucking movie leading up to the terrible last 5 fucking minutes of the movie, I would give it 8.7. So that's what I'm doing. 8.7 on Sausage Party. Like I said, lots of comedy. There was a couple times when the fucking toilet humor got a little bit too on run. Like, you know, okay, we get it. They're fucking food. They want to fuck each other. But, like, even then, with them overplaying the dirty toilet humor jokes, it really fucking worked out well to actually watch the food at the end of the movie have this fucking orgy. So, if you have to pick a movie for the next 2 weeks to watch, and you're using me as a recommendation, go with Sausage Party. It's worth your time. It's on sale for Google right now. You can get the digital copy for $14.99. That's HD. Usually you have to pay the $19.99 for HD, but I guess because it's a cartoon, it doesn't take much to make it HD. Maybe that's why it's $14.99. Or you can rent it. Go to your Netflix. Oh, it's probably not on Netflix yet. Redbox, that's the one I was looking for. Go to Redbox, check it out there. Sausage Party is definitely worth a fucking watch. It definitely gets the alloy seal of approval. But guys, that was our fucking movie. If there's any fucking movies you want to see me do a review on and give my take on it and what I think about it, let me know in the comments below. Last time, our first review, we did Ghostbusters The Reboot. That was a bit of a shitty movie. Everyone expected it to suck. It wasn't too bad. Sausage Party, everyone knew it was going to be good. I don't care if it's a shitty movie or a good movie. Like I told you guys in the first review, I'm the kind of person who can watch a shitty movie and enjoy it for the actual good parts of it. Like, I'm the one fucking person who liked the Super Mario Brothers movie. Even though it came out when I was a kid, though. I didn't know fucking better yet, and now it's just got that nostalgia to it. So, like I said, let me know in the comments if there's a specific movie you guys want me to watch. Maybe it's something I haven't seen yet. Maybe you guys just want to see what my fucking reaction to that movie is. That's why I'm doing this. We're already going over the games. I want to give you guys more entertainment possibilities. So let me know in the comments what you guys want me to do next. 2 weeks from now, we'll do another movie review. And don't forget to hit that like button. And if it's your first time here, that subscribe button. This is only our second movie review, and I feel like I did this one some justice. We're at 13 minutes now. The first fucking one I did was like 3 minutes, but like I said, I had time to actually study this movie and get into it and figure it out. So, there it is, guys. Sausage Party. The review given by your favorite fucking alloy. Hey! But like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.